If any members in the building, please join us.
Sad.
Okay. Okay. Yep. So good evening. This is 6:46 p.m. We are going to start our Rules Committee meeting. This is the first meeting, we will have a pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Okay. Attendance. Okay, please call the roll. I was just. Yes, okay. We have a quorum, one absent. Okay, the rules, we have adoption of minutes from June 29th. Move, second. Who wants to- Okay, Alden move it and Jay 1 second. On the question, all in favor? Any opposed? The minutes passed. We have one item here. Reference number 4065, amending Rule 149-1A of the Rules of the Legislature to give the chairperson the discretion to appoint a second vice chairperson. Moved by Jay, seconded by, who wants to second? Okay, so Phil seconded. On the question, all in favor? Any opposed? Okay, the motion carries. Motion carries with then unanimously passes. Yes. That's it. Right. Okay, motion to adjourn. Moved by the legislator, second by? Second by, okay.
Second by who?
Legislator who? Yes, meeting adjourned. Rules Committee meeting at
Yes, I'm trouble.
Yeah.
No. You can miss a couple meetings, sure. You don't want to miss too many. All right, if legislators would please take their seat, we're going to get started momentarily. Yes.
Yes, ask me during the.
I think they're on.
And then we'll do the math
Yeah, I
for
think
you.
we're okay. Yeah. Okay. Welcome to the meeting, Rockland County Legislature for January 19th at 7 PM. Mr. Clerk, will you please take the roll?
Thank you, Chairman Hood. Legislator Carey. Legislator Cornell. Legislator Earl. Legislator Falsiglia.
Present.
Legislator Foley. Legislator Grant. Legislator Hofstein. Legislator Jobson. Legislator Santulli is absent. Legislator Soskin. Legislator Tyre is absent. Legislator Weider. Legislator Wolf. Legislator Yeager.
Here.
Thank you. Vice Chairwoman Paul. Thank you. And Chairman Hood.
I'm here.
We have 14 members present, 2 absent out of the 16 with a vacant seat. So we do have a quorum with 14 members present.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Next, we will recognize the Honorable Lon M. Hofstein, the Minority Leader, for the salute to the flag and the invocation.
Dear Lord, before we go into this legislative session, we ask that you help us to listen before speaking, help us to fully understand what others have to say before we state our opinion. We ask that you give us the wisdom to represent our constituents' needs and those of the most vulnerable. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Legislator Hofstein. Next, we will have the adoption of minutes from December 28, 2022, moved by Legislator Grant, second by Legislator Perry. Any additions or changes to those minutes? Hearing none. All in favor? All opposed? Passes unanimously. Comments from the chairperson, I will pass. Comments from legislators. Anybody have anything? Legislator Cornell.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mahatma Gandhi famously said, "You must be the change you wish for with the world." So I'm going to reintroduce to my fellow legislators two people who served on the Rockland County Legislature and another who did not, but all of whom embodied the change called for by Gandhi. Tom Morahan used his office as legislator and as a state senator to help people regardless of race, color, creed, or political party. He was a Clarkstown Republican. There was no beating around the bush with Tom. Tell him the problem and he would solve it. He knew how to work with everyone. He had many daughters, one of whom runs a major county department or has done so for many years and I guess still does. Then I want to thank Bill Darden. December 1st of each year is Rosa Parks Day in the county of Rockland. And that was as a result of Bill Darden's request. As we know, Rosa Parks, a woman of color, refused to sit at the back of a bus and boldly sat at the front, and by so doing became forever known for her action. But above all else, Bill was a teacher in Ramapo and a mentor to his students. I was with him one day when a former student rushed up to him and said, "Coach Darden, you saved my life." Now, what could be more important than that? Stella Mars was another person, one of a kind. Most people knew Stella for her role as executive director of the Martin Luther King Center and then as Human Rights Commissioner. But she had a long and distinguished career as a perfectly marvelous jazz and blues singer. And if one person could change the world, it was certainly Stella. She reminded us every day of peace, love, brotherhood, and sisterhood. I too have to say that I'm very grateful to Nyack College, who actually honored me at the same time that these wonderful people were being honored by Nyack College. And it's worth noting in these days of public anger and vitriol that all four of us believe in government as a force for good. We came from different backgrounds, had different life experiences, but all chose to go into public service. Often when we hear the word social justice, we think of people who have performed globally, affected change for millions of people, like Martin Luther King or Nelson Mandela or Mahatma Gandhi. But injustice occurs everywhere where there are people in pain, hungry or homeless or disabled, where children are abused or neglected, where women suffer violence at the hands of those they know or those they don't know, where the elderly are warehoused, where youth are bullied to the point of desperation or suicide, where the poor are pushed down rather than lifted up. All of us here tonight are privileged to be elected to office where we can bring together people to heighten awareness and create change in the ways we live and both large and small in Rockland County. So thank you for listening to me, and thank you all who serve on the legislature. I know all of you are here for the same reasons. You want to help the people of Rockland. So thank you.
Thank you, Legislator Cornell. Next, we have, who? Oh, Legislator Earl.
Thank you there, Mr. Chair. Legislator Cornell, thanks for sharing that tonight, which I remember too, back in 2010, when I started on my campaign trail, a young lady told me, she said, Mr. Bill Dart saved my life. And it grabbed my attention. I remember sitting down in her kitchen there, and she was explaining to me how he actually saved her life. He said, she said that she was messing up really bad in school, and he brought her into his office and sat her down and talked to her, straightened her out. That's just one. There were
Right.
others too. Mr. Chair, I'd like for us to join tonight's meeting in the memory of Mr. Philip Maynard, who was a pillow in our community, just recently passed. Thank you.
Yes, of course, thank you. Legislator Yeager.
This week marked a new low in the lack of justice in the state of New York. The Senate Judiciary Committee rejected Justice Hector LaSalle, a proud Latino and a wonderful judge, to become the chief judge of the state of New York. I know it was a tragedy of justice because I personally appeared before Justice LaSalle about a little more than a dozen times in the appellate division for arguments that I made in that court. He is a considered and intelligent, brilliant, actually, justice. He was pilloried, tarred and feathered as a conservative. I guess if you're middle of the road in New York, you must be a right-winger. The travesty of justice was that the Senate Judiciary Committee voted him down by a vote of 10-9 after packing the Judiciary Committee with progressives, specifically in order to reject him as the chief judge of the state of New York. I find it ironic that one of the biggest complaints that progressives have is that the Republicans in Washington, D.C. rammed through quote unquote right-wing justices on the Supreme Court of the United States and then turn around and reject a smart and middle-of-the-road intelligent judge for being middle of the road, demanding that the governor, who herself is far from progressive but middle of the road, appoint a progressive judge, a left-winger. One of the complaints, ironically, from the progressives was that they didn't want a prosecutor to be a chief judge of the state of New York. Well, look at the United States Supreme Court. Who's the most liberal justice on that court? Justice Sotomayor. Her first job was a prosecutor. There was no reason for them to do this. And I've been getting reminded that the difference between Hitler and Stalin was very little. One was on the far right and one was on the far left. And the opposite of both of them is the United States of America, a shining democracy. We need to move back to the middle, and we're never going to do it if the far right and the far left are allowed to run this country. When we have the insane running the asylum, it's bad for everyone. There was a Jewish man who was beat up on the streets of New York City after a rally in favor of Israel a number of months ago, maybe it was a year ago. The most progressive district attorney in this state, the Manhattan DA, is preparing to offer the only defendant who they arrested for gang assault 6 months in jail. I wonder what Alvin Bragg would do if it was a Latino who was attacked for being Latin, or an African American who was attacked for being African American. I doubt that a band of Hitler Youth who committed that crime would get 6 months in jail. Another travesty of justice in New York. We need sane people from both the Republican side and the Democratic side to come to the middle. Because again, when we let the far left or the far right run things, it's just bad. And it's no different on the far left and the far right. I'm reminded that on January 6th, on that event, that there were many, many people in the crowd wearing Hitler shirts, swastikas. When we get attacked from the left and the right, we know that being in the center is the right place to be. I am truly saddened by what happened in Albany. And I really do hope that the governor takes this opportunity to ask the Court of Appeals to determine that when governors appoint with the advice and consent of the Senate, it is not the vote of 10 senators that gets to decide who becomes the Chief Judge of the state of New York. Thank you.
Thank you for those words, Legislator Yeager. Yeah, personally, just to comment on that, you know, from what I was reading in the media and where I could find online about Judge LaSalle, it did sound like maybe he wasn't in our best interest, but you had a personal experience with him, and I'm glad to hear that, you know, what you said about him and what a great judge he was. And, you know, I don't think this battle is over, and we'll see if he can make it another way. All right. So any other legislators? No? Okay. So we'll move on to special order of the day. 7A, referral 9358, appointment to the Rock County Legislature, legislator from Legislative District 15. And I will recognize the Honorable Aaron Weider to put forward the name Joel Friedman.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good evening, fellow legislators and members of the public. Tonight, it is my honor to nominate a local resident to fill the seat vacated by our former colleague, John McGowan, who now has the honor to serve in the New York State Assembly. District 15 is a vibrant community that not only demands, but deserves an engaged public servant as its representative. That is why Joel Friedman, husband, father of 4, and a hard-working businessman, is the appropriate and qualified choice. Joel has called Chestnut Ridge home for several years and has long showed a deep interest in the well-being of his community. He has been involved with local issues, has regularly attended village government meetings to stay informed, and has even volunteered to help residents during voting season. I am honored to say that, like myself, Joel Friedman is a proud graduate of a yeshiva high school that provided him with an excellent educational foundation for a successful life. He built up on that foundation to increase his skills and move up in the business world, and today helps oversee operations for a multi-location retail bakery operation. On the home front, Joel Friedman is married to his wife, Judy, and together they have 4 beautiful children, a daughter and 3 sons. Joel Friedman cares about the community, not only Chestnut Ridge, but the whole of Rockland County. He has shown up for meetings, offered thoughtful comments, and committed himself to ensuring we all live in a wonderful community. It is my honor to nominate Joel Friedman to represent District 15 in the Rockland County Legislature. As he embarks upon his public service career, I wish him the very best of luck going forward. And please know, Joel, that I and all members of the board are always ready to help you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Legislator Weider. And for a second, I'll recognize Legislator Earl.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. It is my honor tonight to second the nomination of Joe Friedman to fill the vacant seat in District 15, which is a beautiful and dynamic community. Joe Friedman's civic activities eagerness to participate in local government, business experience, and the fact that he is a husband and a father truly qualify him to properly represent the people of District 15. Now, and into the immediate future. Joel, I offer my congratulations to you. It's obvious you care deeply for the community and you worked hard to get to this point. You've demonstrated the passion and commitment one needs to be able to serve the public. The very best to you, Joel. Mr. Chairman, it is my honor to second the nomination of Joel Friedman to fill the District 15 seat on the Rockland County Legislature. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Legislator Earl. On the question? All in favor?
Wait on the question.
All right. Legislator Falsiglia.
Oh, is Mr. Friedman here? Is he going to come up and speak and tell us a little about himself?
I don't know if that's usual.
That's not usual.
At a committee meeting.
Oh, okay. I
Well,
didn't even
allow
know
it.
which one he was. That's you?
Hang on, hang on.
All right, hang
Give
on.
me a
let's-
second.
I don't have a problem with it.
Give me a second.
What I'm gonna say, I mean,
Thank you, I have the privilege, but let me just give me. By majority vote of the entire membership at any time, or the chairperson may at any time recognize and extend the privilege to any federal, state, county, town, or village officer or official, or representative of any governmental unit or agency. He is not one of those yet. So you can either take a vote, or if you want to take a recess, then people can chat, or you can vote directly, whatever you'd like to do.
If I may,
Legislator Falsiglia?
I mean, this is more of an unusual circumstance. We're appointing someone to this body, and this rarely comes up, and I understand what you're saying with the law. Obviously, we can't, it's not something we think about that we're going to rewrite for the next time. So, that's fine if, I mean, everyone knows my feeling about voting on appointments to begin with. So it's not necessary then.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just follow the usual rules that we've done for other appointments, and he'll be able to comment after the vote. So anybody else on the motion? All in favor to appoint Mr. Friedman?
Aye.
All opposed? Larry, can you take the vote? Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. In summarizing the vote, those voting aye in the affirmative are legislators Cornell, Earl, Grant, Soskin, Weider, Wolf, Yeager, Paul, and Hood. That totals 9. Those voting nay are legislators Carey, Falsiglia, Foley, Hofstein, Jobson. That totals 5. And there are 2 members absent out of the seated legislators totaling 16. So the motion does carry with 9 ayes, 5 nays, and 2 members absent.
Great. Thank you.
9, 5, and 2. That's 6.
All right. Welcome Legislator Friedman. Come on up and sign the book with our county clerk, Donna Silberman.
Constitution of the State of New York. Bylaws of the county.
Mr. Chair, if, by the personal privilege, I just want the record to reflect that Mr. Friedman provided a letter and a resume to the clerk of the legislature, and I believe that it was distributed to all legislators prior to us taking the vote.
That precludes questions. He looks like a nice guy.
Okay, no problem.
What's that?
Okay. Legislative Freedom, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure.
Seems like they're all interested to know now, so.
So I'm a resident of Chestnut Ridge for 7.5 years now. I've been involved in local politics of the village of Chestnut Ridge, and by politics, I mean issues. Whether anything that would come up, people would need help, I would reach out to Board of Trustees, the mayor, any way that I could help anyone of Chestnut Ridge, I was there. During election season, I was very, very active and involved to get people out to vote. That's on the political side a little bit. Personal side, as the Honorable Legislative Leader said, I have 4 kids, a daughter and 3 sons, a beautiful wife, and I own a business here in Rockland County, and I'm working from 5 o'clock in the morning until 10 o'clock at night, except on Tuesdays, I guess. It's an honor of a lifetime to have been appointed to represent the residents of District 15 in the county legislature. I commit to represent all constituents of my district and to assure that the government works for the people, to keep Rockland County a great place to live, raise our families, prosper, and flourish in all aspects. I'm looking forward to listening, learning, and working with all the communities of my district and the entire county for years to come. Thank you.
Come up and take your seat. And there's just one rule, you just never disagree with the chair.
That's for me.
Right. Well, welcome, and I look forward to working with you for this year and hopefully the coming years. I'm going to take 2 things out of order, as we have County Clerk Silverman here to swear in another position. I need to move for, oh, no, wait, is that right?
No, wrong one.
Yeah. Immediate
need, right?
Oh, immediate need. Okay. All right, we have to move for immediate need waiver for the Rules Committee agenda.
Move it.
Moved by Legislator Grant, second by Legislator Carey. On the question? All in favor? All opposed? Passed unanimously. So we'll move on to 12A1, referral 4065, amending Rule 149-1A of the Rules of the Legislature to give the chairperson the discretion to appoint a second vice chairperson. And we'll moved by Legislator Grant, second by Vice Chairwoman Paul and Legislator Jobson. And Carrie, everybody will second it? Okay, everybody will second it. That's great. Thank you. On the question. All in favor? All opposed? Passed unanimously. So that being finished, I will now, with the power vested in me after that vote, I will appoint Legislator Harriet Cornell to the position of second vice chair. And I'm so glad that you're with us and you've done so much for all of us. And I just think it's appropriate that you take this position. And I look forward to working with you the next year. Thank you.
Thank you all so very much.
Oh, yeah,
It's been my life, as you know.
so much she's done.
Happy to be here with you for as long as I can be.
Legislator Cornell, you're going to sign the book, get sworn in and sign the book with Donna Silverman?
Yeah, get your ass up.
Yes.
No, stay there.
Feel good moment, right?
Who's first vice chair?
This one is.
Who's first vice chair?
First step.
Okay, so we got that.
Who, you?
Are you portion, budget and finance? Did you
Back
do
in
this?
91, 92, 90.
A little before my time.
Mhm.
Got it. I have to do it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Clerk Silverman, for coming in tonight and swearing people in today. Appreciate it. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you, everybody, for the support for Harriet. I really appreciate it. So next, I'm going to take new business. And then we'll go back to the regular agenda. Yes, new business waiver. We need a two-third vote. Moved by Legislator Grant, second by Legislator Carey. On the question? All in favor? Oh. Oh, okay, great.
Okay, that's the subject matter. This is on the new business.
New business?
Needed explanation for immediate.
Well, I think the,
Do you want to put this in the record?
we want to,
You want to put that on the record?
yeah, we want to get it back to,
Okay.
Go ahead.
Just to explain why this is, we're doing this as new business and not waiting, it's because my understanding is that the legislature as a whole are looking to, they would love to, as soon as possible, to have the state legislature make these changes so that we could effectively do that here. So that's why we're pushing this as soon as possible.
okay. Thank you, Council. So all in favor of the new business waiver?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, passes unanimously. So next to the item, 13A, referral 9537, urging New York State Legislature to amend Public Officers Law, Section 103A, to allow in-person comment when video conferencing is being used to conduct the meeting without also having to allow remote comments by members of the public who are viewing the meeting virtually. Moved by Legislator Carey, second by Vice Chairwoman Paul and Grant. And Wolf, okay, and Cornell. Okay, we all like to second it, or, except for Legislator Yeager. Everyone else? Okay, yeah. So everybody else would like to be a sponsor besides Legislator Yeager? Everyone else? Doug? Yeah, so Doug will be added as well. Yes, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think on the question, I think, yeah, okay, yeah, on the question, I think we, like I said, we all would like to get back to a normal public comment. People in the room will be able to tell us what their concerns are. And right now, we cannot have any video conferencing appearances by legislators and have the public comment in person. So I'm hoping that the state will take our recommendation and move something forward up in Albany. Because I think it's important to allow legislators to participate even if they have an emergency. But it's likewise important, obviously, to have the public be able to comment in person in front of us. So that's why we're putting this forward, and hopefully the state will listen. Legislator Yeager.
I've drifted away somewhat from my position that we kill less paper by writing letters than we do by sending memorializing resolutions to gather dust in a pile in Albany. And since it doesn't appear that many people in Albany listen to the people anyway, I'm not sure what effect our memorializing resolutions have. I'd much prefer to see letters be done in lieu of memorializing resolutions. So I'm not sponsoring this, and I'm going to vote no for that reason, and perhaps others as well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Legislator Yeager. Anyone else on the question? All in favor? All opposed?
Opposed?
One opposition.
Oh,
Opposed? Oh, and Phil? Okay, two opposed.
Motion carries with 13 ayes, 2 nays, 2 members absent.
Thank you. Okay, and on that topic, just as an aside, I believe that we're going to be able to have public comment in person the next meetings, at least the next few meetings coming up. I don't foresee anybody having emergency coming up where they would have to appear virtually. So I'm asking our staff to put out the notice in the next meeting at least, that there will be no video conferencing. If an emergency comes up for a legislator, then we will have to rethink that. But as of right now, that's my feelings on it. So just so everybody knows.
I may have a cold.
Okay, all right. You have to be in the hospital? No. All right,
Take them off.
so that's that. So we got to go back to the regular. Yes, okay, and on to the same topic, public participation, which is allowed by email. Comments for this meeting by email, legclerk@co.rockland.ny.us. So please mail in any comments you have, and I've always stated that I am available. If you have to talk to me, you can always call. I can even set up a meeting with anybody that wants to meet with me. So please do if you have any comments. Number 9, presentation of communications, having none. Unfinished business, none. Then we go to reports of standing committees. Budget and Finance Committee Chairman Aaron Weider.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Item 11A1, referral number 0107, approving additional purchase in excess of $100,000 by form of purchase order in an additional amount of $120,000 for the new total amount not to exceed $500,000 on the RVRC 2021-004 from Hauser Brothers, Inc. for utility grade boiler inspection and maintenance and repair services term from May 8, 2021 through May 7, 2023 with one-year renewal option. Term remaining, and I so move.
Moved by legislator Weider, second by legislator Yeager. On the question. All in favor? All opposed? Passes unanimous.
Item number 2, referral number 1319, approving the First Amendment of Second Extension of the Agreement, next $100,000, additional amount of $284,840 for the total amount not to exceed $1,048,091 with Barton and Laugerdy's DPC for the engineering, design, and construction support for the replacement of the West Washington Avenue Bridge over the Pascack Brook in the town of Orangetown for the term from November 7, 2017 through December 31st, 2025, and authorizing the execution by the county executive, and I so move.
Moved by legislator Weider, second by legislator Foley. On the question. All in favor? All opposed? Pass unanimous.
Item number 3, referral number 8183, approving the acceptance of gratuitous conveyance to county real property known as 35 College Road, Town of Rampart, and authorizing the county executive to execute all necessary documents to effectuate the acceptance of such conveyance, and I so move.
Moved by legislator Weider, second by legislator Friedman. On the question. All in favor? All opposed? Pass unanimous.
Item number 4, referral number 8293, approving supplemental agreement number 3 to the federal aid local agreement with the New York State Department of Transportation, total amount not to exceed $800,000 with 80% federally funded and 20% local share to the Rockland Travels Demand Management Program for the term from January 1st, 2023 through December 31st, 2023, and authorizing the county executive to execute all necessary documents, and I so move.
Moved by legislator Weider, second by legislator Soskin. On the question. All in favor? All opposed? Pass unanimous.
Item number 5, referral number 875, approving addition to purchase of excess $100,000 by phone purchase order subject to the approval of the director of purchase, an additional amount of $1 million, the new total amount not to exceed $1,350,000 on the RVRC 2022-008 from Blink Contractors LLC for concrete work, repair, and installation for projects selected by the Department of General Services Division of Facilities Management term from June 15, 2022 through June 14, 2023 with one-year renewal option term, and I so move.
Moved by legislator Weider, second by Vice Chairwoman Paul. On the question. All in favor? All opposed? Pass unanimous.
Item number 6, referral number 8896, approving the agreement in excess of $100,000 in total amount not to exceed $156,984.89 on the RFPRC 2018-034 with Colliers Engineering Design CTPC for the performance of the New York State Department of Environment Conservation mandated site characterization and work plan at the Fire Training Center site for the term from November 1st, 2022 through completion of the project and authorizing its execution by the county executive, and I so move.
By legislator Weider, second by legislator Grant. On the question. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Pass unanimous.
Item number 7, referral number 9007, approving the first renewal option term and first amendment to an agreement in excess of $100,000, additional amount of $125,000 with new total amount not to exceed $179,128 on the RFPRC 2021-011 with Unique Comp, Inc., to provide consulting and configuration for the legal stratus software for the term from December 15, 2021 through December 15, 2023, with one-year renewal option term remaining and authorizing its execution by the county executive, and I so move.
By legislator Weider, second by legislator Cornell. On the question. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Passed unanimously.
Item number 8, referral number 9263, approving the acceptance of grants in the amount of $43,350, no county tax dollars from the New York State Office of Children and Family Services, the Rockland County Department of Social Services for continued participation in New York Safer Harbor Initiative for the period from January 1st, 2023 through December 31st, 2023, and authorizing county executive to execute all necessary instruments and documents, and I so move.
Moved by legislator Weider, second by legislator Earl. On the question. All in favor? All opposed? Passed unanimously.
Item number 9, referral number 5906A, approving the award of contract number RFP/RC 2022-013, an agreement in excess of $100,000 between the County of Rockland on behalf of the Rockland County Sewer District Number 1 and Hazen and Sawyer DPC in the amount not to exceed $732,500 for the engineering, design, service, and construction administration for this screening improvement project, and authorize its execution by the county executive, and I so move.
Moved by legislator Weider, second by legislator Jobson. On the question. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Passed unanimously.
Item number 9B, ratifying purchase next $100,000 from purchase order, the total amount not to exceed $312,000, $389.70 from Direct Energy Business Marketing LLC under RFB/RC 2022-145 to provide interruptible natural gas for the County of Rockland for the term from January 1st, 2023 through December 31st, 2023, and I so move.
By legislator Weider, second by legislator Hofstein. On the question. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Passed unanimously.
Item number 9C, approving award of contract number RFP/RC 2022-027 and agreement in excess of $100,000 between the County of Rockland on behalf of the Rockland County Sewer District Number 1 and Environmental Design and Research, Landscape Architecture, Engineering, and Environmental Services, DPC, in the amount not to exceed $420,000 for flow monitoring and modeling services, intercepts, and pump stations for the period from February 1st, 2023 through July 31st, 2024, and authorizing its execution by the county executive, and I so move.
Moved by legislator Weider, second by legislator Wolf. On the question. All in favor? All opposed? Passed unanimously.
Item number 9D, approving additional purchase of extra $100,000 before purchase order subject to approval of the director of purchasing additional amount of $100,000 for the new total amount not to exceed $300,000 under RFB/RC 2022-005 from Frank Stevenson Son Roofing Inc. for specific roofing system services, maintenance, repair, and installation project as they are identified and selected by Department of General Services, Division of Facilities Management in Rockland County Sewer District Number 1 for the term from June 1st, 2022 through May 31st, 2023, with 3 one-year renewal option terms available, and I so move.
Moved by legislator Weider, second by legislator Carey. On the question. All in favor? All opposed? Passed unanimously.
Item number 10, referral number 6394, approving additional funding for an intermunicipal agreement in excess of $100,000 new total not to exceed of $240,000 between the County of Rockland, Town of Rambert for the county to reimburse the town for maintenance and upkeep for the Muncie Park and Ride facility for the term from January 1st, 2023 through December 31st, 2024, and authorizing its execution by the county executive, and I so move.
Moved by legislator Weider, second by legislator Soskin. On the question. All in favor? All opposed? Passed unanimously.
Item number 11, referral number 6803A, approving purchase in excess of $100,000 before purchase order subject to the approval of the director of purchasing in the total amount not to exceed $800,000 under RFB/RC 2022-110 from Cavalier Industries, Inc. for coal milling operations to be identified by the Department of Highways and Department of Public Transportation for the term from November 1st, 2022 through November 9th, 2023, with 2 one-year renewal options terms, and I so move.
Moved by legislator Weider, second by legislator Foley. On the question. All in favor? All opposed? Passed unanimously.
Item number 11B, amending resolution number 556 of 2021 to approve a construction agreement with Veolia of Warden, New York, Inc. for the reimbursement of the county for the replacement of the Grassy Point Road Bridge and authorizing its execution by the county executive, and I so move.
Moved by legislator Weider, second by legislator Jobson. On the question. All in favor? All opposed? Passed unanimously.
Item number 12, referral number 8062A, bond resolution of the County of Rockland, New York, adopted tonight, 2023, authorizing additional financing for the Legislature audio and video systems upgrades and improvements project, capital projects number 1511, stating the estimate maximum cost thereof is $900,000, appropriating $200,000 therefore, in addition to the $700,000 previously appropriated for such purposes, and authorizing the issuance of $200,000 bonds of said county to finance said additional appropriations. And I so move.
Moved by legislator Weider, second by legislator Grant. On the question, legislator Yeager.
Recognizing that this is a significant amount of money, we did have some questions that were answered at the last legislative committee meeting. I am a little bit reticent, but I recognize that the upgrade in technology is going to last us for a long time, hopefully 10 to 15 years. And so, I mean, look, who knows what's going to be here 5 years from now, but that's what we're told. And so with that in mind, I'm going to vote in favor of it. We do need better technology. I mean, there's no reason that we shouldn't have the technology to, for example, again, save trees that are spent every meeting on printing these agendas out and whatnot. So thank you.
Okay. Thank you, legislator Weider. Anyone else? Oh, I'm sorry. What did I say? Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'm used to you talking the whole time. Okay, Mr. Clerk, please take a roll call vote on that one.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Legislator Cornell,
Aye.
Legislator Earl, Legislator Valsiglia,
Yes.
Legislator Foley, Legislator Friedman,
Yes.
Legislator Grant,
Yes.
Legislator Hofstein, Legislator Jobson, Legislator Santulli is absent, Legislator Soskin, Legislator Weider,
Yes.
Legislator Wolf,
Yes.
Legislator Yeager,
Yes.
Legislator Carey, Vice Chairwoman Paul, and Chairman Hood.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously with 15 ayes.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Legislator Weider.
Item number 12, item B, authorizing the advancement of general fund monies in additional amount of $200,000 for the new maximum cost of $900,000 for the legislative chambers audio and video systems upgrade and improvement project on the capital project number 1511, and I so move.
By legislator Weider, second by legislator Carey. On the question, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Passed unanimously.
Item number 12C, accepting the bid in excess of $100,000 in total amount not to exceed $747,000 in response to RFB/RC 2022-1511-001 from Telemeasurements, Inc. for the Legislature audio and video systems upgrades and improvements in the legislative chambers on the capital project number 1511, authorize the county executive to issue acceptance of offers letter, and I so move.
By legislator Weider, second by legislator Falsiglia. On the question, all in favor? All opposed? Passed unanimously.
Item number 13, referral number 29738, approving the acceptance of funds from the New York State Office of Addiction Services and support to the Rockland County Department of Mental Health in the amount of $42,670, no county tax dollars, which is to be distributed to the Lexington Center of Recovery, Inc. for substance use disorder outpatient services, and authorizing the county executive to execute the amendment to the agreement with Lexington Center of Recovery, Inc. And I shall move.
Moved by legislator Weider, second by legislator Earl. On the question, all in favor? All opposed? Passed unanimously.
Item number 13B, approving an agreement in excess of $100,000 with Open Arms Incorporated for community residential services in the amount not to exceed $624,765, no county tax, also the period from January 1st, 2023 through December 31st, 2023, and authorizing the county executive to execute the agreement, and I so move.
Moved by legislator Weider, second by legislator Cornell. On the question, all in favor? All opposed? Passed unanimously.
Item number 13C, approving the acceptance of funds from the New York State Office of Mental Health to the Rockland County Department of Mental Health in the amount of $6,587, no county tax dollars, which is to be distributed to the Mental Health Association of Rockland County, Inc., MHA, for combined services for the calendar year 2022, and authorizing the county executive to execute the amendment to the agreement with MHA, and I so move.
Moved by legislator Weider, second by legislator Grant. On the question, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Passed unanimously.
Item number 14, referral number 3657A, approving agreement in excess of $100,000 in total amount not to exceed $213,927 with Meals on Wheels programs and services of Rockland, Inc. under RFP RC 2021-023 for the operation of Nike Senior Center and Transportation Senior Attending Activities in December and recreational activities in Rockland County Office of the Aging for the term from January 1st, 2023 through December 31st, 2023, and authorizing its execution by the county executive, and I so move.
Moved by legislator Weider, second by Vice Chairwoman Paul. On the question. All in favor? All opposed? Passed unanimously.
Item number 14B, approving entering into agreement in excess of $100,000 in total amount not to exceed $260,000 under RFP RC 2022-010 with Centro de Amigos LLC to provide social adult care services for eligible seniors for the term from October 1st, 2022 through the September 30th, 2023, with 4 one-year renewal option terms and authorizing its execution by the county executive, and I so move.
Moved by legislator Weider, second by legislator Soskin. On the question. All in favor? All opposed? Passed unanimously.
Item number 14C, approving agreement in excess of $100,000 in total amount not to exceed $359,241 Meals on Wheels programs and services Rockland, Inc. under RFP RC 2021-023 for the operation of Clarkstown Senior Centers and transportations of the senior attending activities center and recreational activities in Rockland County for the Office for the Aging for the terms from January 1st, 2023 through December 31st, 2023, authorizing its execution by the county executive, and I so move.
By legislator Weider, second by legislator Cornell. On the question. All in favor? All opposed? Passes unanimously.
Item number 14D, approving agreement in excess of $100,000 total amount not to exceed $336,579 of Meals on Wheels programs and services of Rockland, Inc. under RFP RC 2021-0234. The operation of the Rampo Senior Center and transportation of seniors attending activities at Center and recreational activities in Rockland County, the Office of the Aging for the term from January 1st, 2023 through December 31st, 2023, and authorizing the execution by the county executive, and I so move.
Moved by legislator Weider, second by legislator Friedman. On the question. All in favor? Opposed? Passes unanimously.
Item number 14E, approving amendment to the extension of the contract next $100,000 with Meals on Wheels program services Rockland, Inc. to provide for the operation centers, congregate meals, transportation to and from centers. 2 qualified senior citizen additional amount of $206,295 for the period October 1st, 2022 through December 31st, 2022, for a new total contract amount not to exceed $1,650,360 with a 51% local share for the full period January 1st, 2021 through December 31st, 2022, and authorizing its execution by the county executive, and I so move.
Moved by legislator Weider, second by legislator Wolf. On the question. All in favor? All opposed? Passed unanimously.
Item number 15, referral number 8634A, approving agreement which may be in excess of $100,000 of the licensed care agencies listed in the next Schedule A to provide assisted living program services to medical assistance recipients for the period from January 1st, 2023 through December 31st, 2023, and authorizing its execution by the county executive, and I so move.
Moved by legislator Weider, second by legislator Yeager. On the question.
On the question?
On the question.
I noticed that this is approving an agreement which may be in excess of $100,000. I want to thank the administration for recognizing that a contract may go over $100,000 and coming to us to approve it before it went over $100,000. I also noticed that oftentimes there are items on the agenda where a contract is approved by the administration in the amount of $85,000 or $90,000 or $99,999.99. And then within a year or very shortly thereafter, or with the knowledge that it's a 3-year contract and the first year is for that amount just under $100,000, they only come to us after it goes over $100,000. I would like to again encourage this legislature at some point. Well, first, let me encourage the administration to bring us those contracts together with contracts like this, and also encourage my colleagues to consider asking the public to vote in an amendment to the charter that demands that any contract that is reasonably foreseeable to go over $100,000 should come to us too. There should be no contracts for $90,000 or $95,000 or $99,000 that the administration knows is going to go over 100 that does not come to us. Thank you.
Thank you, legislator Weider, and I want to welcome, did I say, I said it again? I'm so sorry. Legislator Yeager.
Take that as a compliment, Mr. Chair.
I just wanted to recognize Mr. John Lyons is taking the place of Steve Powers tonight. So it's always good to see someone new instead of Steve, so. But I'm sure you can go back and urge County Executive Ed Day to listen to Legislator Yeager, okay? All right. All right, all in favor? All opposed? Passed unanimously.
Item number 15B, acceptance of additional grants funds for the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development through the New York State Office of Temporary and Disability Assistance for the Emergency Solution Grant COVID-19 in the amount of $95,690 and authorize the Rockland County Department of Social Services to enter into an agreement and extension of the intermunicipal agreement with the Village of Haverstraw in the amount of $419,717 for the term from November 15, 2020 to September 30th, 2023, to provide direct supportive preventative services to individuals and families who are homeless or at risk of homelessness and therefore particularly vulnerable to acute health conditions such as COVID-19, and I so move.
Moved by Legislator Weider, second by Legislator Grant. On the question? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Passed unanimously.
Item 16, referral number 9361A, approving a purchase using American Rescue Plan Act funding by the former purchase order subject to the approval of the Director of Purchasing, a total amount of not to exceed $94,500 from EMS Innovations Inc. under RFB-RC 2022-032 for the acquisition of a two-lane drive-through vaccination shelter for the Rockland County Department of Health, and I so move.
By Legislator Weider, second by Legislator Grant. On the question? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Passed unanimously.
Item 16B, approving acceptance of a grant from the New York State Department of Health and Health Research, Inc. to the Rockland County Department of Health for the Public Health Emergency Preparedness Program to the amount of $1,251,317. No county tax outs for the period from July 1st, 2022 through June 30th, 2023, and authorizing county executive to execute all necessary documents, and I so move.
Moved by Legislator Weider, second by Legislator Falsiglia. On the question? All in favor? Opposed? Passed unanimously.
Item number 17, referral number 5327A, approving amendment to the agreement, X of $100,000 with Rockland Paramedic Services, Inc. for the tactical medical support services to support the Sheriff's Regional Rescue Entry and Counterterrorism Team Unit and other law enforcement agencies in critical incidents in the additional amount of $123,997 per period from December 1st, 2022 through November 30th, 2023, for a total amount not to exceed $619,985 in period from the commencement date of December 1st, 2018 through November 30th, 2023, and authorizes its execution by the county executive, and I so move.
Moved by Legislator Weider, second by Legislator Foley. On the question? All in favor? All opposed? Passed unanimously.
Item number 17B, approving acceptance of a grant amount of $172,413, no county tax outs from the New York State Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Services for the 2022 Domestic Terrorism Prevention Grant for the period September 1st, 2022 through August 31st, 2024, and authorizing execution of all necessary grant documents, county executive, and I so move.
Moved by Legislator Weider, second by Legislator Carey. On the question? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Passed unanimously.
Item 17C, approving second extension and second amendment to an agreement, an X of $100,000 additional amount of $112,366.80 for the new total amount not to exceed $325,411.80 on the RFP RC 2020-033 with American Response Training LLC for the position of Police Academy Director of the Rockland County Police and the Public Safety Academy for the term from January 1st, 2021 through December 31st, 2023, with two one-year renewal option terms remaining, and authorizing its execution with the county executive, and I so move.
By Legislator Weider, second by Legislator Wolf. On the question? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Passed unanimously.
Item number 17D, approving the exercise of third renewal option term and additional purchase next $100,000 form purchase order, an additional amount of $80,000, the new total amount not to exceed $190,801 on RFB RC 2019-096 from JCF Evansers Cleaners, Inc., DBA Signature Cleaners for dry cleaning services at the Office of the Rockland County Sheriff's Office, term from January 6, 2022 through January 5th, 2024, and I so move.
By Legislator Weider, second by Legislator Hofstein. On the question? All in favor? All opposed? Passed unanimously.
Item 18, referral number 9252, approving acceptance of grant amount of $69,250, no county tax dollars from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security State Homeland Security Grant Program and administered by the New York State Division of Homeland Security Emergency Services for the fiscal year 2019 Hazardous Material Grant Program for the period from April 1st, 2021 through August 31st, 2023, approving an intermunicipal agreement with Orange County to enhance the capabilities of their hazardous materials team and authorizing the execution of all necessary grant documents and agreements by county executive, and I so move.
Moved by legislator Weider, second by legislator Yeager. On the question. All in favor? Opposed? Passed unanimously.
Item number 19, referral number 2784, approving additional funding for continuation grant to the New York State Department of Health to the Rockland County Department of Health for the Comprehensive Family Planning Health Service Program, additional amount of $1,191,620, a new total grant award of $1,621,620 for the full period from January 1st, 2022 through December 31st, 2026, and authorizing the execution of all necessary instrument documents, county executive, including agreement with the New York State DOH, and I so move.
Moved by legislator Weider, second by legislator Jobson. On the question. All in favor? All opposed? Passed unanimously.
Item number 20, referral number 5037, establishing one position, abolishing one position in the Office of Public Defender, and I so move.
Moved by legislator Weider, second by legislator Friedman. On the question. Second by legislator Earl as well. On the question. All in favor? All opposed? Passes unanimous.
To the legislature that I promise I'll finish before 8 o'clock. It's before 8 o'clock.
Yep.
Mr. Chair, this concludes the report of the Budget and Finance Committee.
Yes, thank you for your service tonight. That was quite long. So we'll move on to 11, reports of standing committees. Item B, Multi-Service Committee, Chair Soskin.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We have no report this evening.
11C, Planning and Public Works Committee, Chair Yeager,
No report this evening.
also known as Weider.
Oh, wait, I do have something.
Item D, Government Operations Committee, Chair Grant.
No report tonight, Mr. Chairman.
11E, Environmental Committee, Chairwoman Cornell.
Report this evening, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. 11F, Public Safety Committee, Chair Earl.
Mr. Chair.
Thank you. 11G, Economic Development Committee, Chair Earl. We took care of new business already, no reports to county officers, so motion to adjourn. Legislator Weider, second by Legislator Jobson and Legislator Friedman. Get us out of here.
Already one thing.
Thank you.
Opposed?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Know my opposition for the record?